Hey there, and welcome to the 24th of November Global Storm Outlook. Tropical Cyclone Rita has formed between Vanuatu and Fiji, which is down here, and it is a Category 1 on the Australian scale. It's a tropical storm on the Saffir-Simpson scale. It was previously forecast to become a hurricane strength system, but looks like the JTWC have backed off and leaving it as a tropical storm. But it is quite close to Vanuatu, so maybe some heavy rains heading in there. Well, not so much. It kind of develops a bit, and then, according to the GFS, it moves southward, but then weakens near Vanuatu. So it looks like rainy period for Vanuatu. For Australia, the fires continue to burn. There is a fire on Fraser Island, which you can see here, and there is a fire on Moreton Island, very serious fire on Moreton Island here, and then the other fires are down in New South Wales, continuing to produce tons of smoke. There has been rain and thunderstorms, and in the previous video, it looked like there were going to be thunderstorms actually, so those have turned out, so bringing some rain, which is good, but lightning not good. Meanwhile, in Victoria, there are fires beginning to burn, and maybe they have been burning for a while. I haven't really seen them before. I guess it's been cloudy, but yes, big fires, building fires in Victoria in the Southern Alps. Looking at the GFS forecast, you can see the rain over New South Wales that's occurred with those thunderstorms. It dies down during the night, but then it looks like it's the same again tomorrow. And then there's a front coming through, and so there is some hope of a little bit of rain, but it's not significant for northern New South Wales in particular. It looks like it's staying a little bit dry. The storm system we were looking at in the previous video has moved in, as projected by the models, into the Mediterranean and has brought a ton of rain for southeast France. Again, this was well predicted by the models, and that has caused flooding, and many houses have been flooded apparently. And this is now moving off across Italy and into the Balkans and Greece. The storm system can be seen nicely piling into Corsica and Sardinia and southeast France, and this is from yesterday, and this is the Suomi-Vers image. The storm system looks like it's currently bringing tons of snow into the Western Alps and heavy rain into southern Italy. As we move forward and go into Monday, the heavy rain moves into Greece and moves up through Greece, and looks like very heavy rain, possibly flooding rain into northern Greece as it stalls there. Meanwhile, there's a low pressure coming in at that time frame, which is Tuesday, into the UK and Ireland, and it looks like that's bringing more snow into the Alps and strong winds into the UK and France and Ireland. So the situation is a bit complicated out in the Atlantic. We've got the giant low pressure, but also we've got this tropical storm Sebastian, which is coming in towards the Azores and is going to cross the Azores. And if we look forward, these two systems, well, the big low kind of mashes apart, but then Sebastian will be transitioning, but it does move up towards Ireland and then kind of stalls there in the ECMWF forecast here. But it does look like potentially windy conditions, certainly into Ireland and the UK. And here shows that the National Hurricane Center is monitoring this, and it is passing close to and over the western Azores before spreading up and passing towards Ireland and the British Isles. Pressure system is moving up the east coast of the US, a nor'easter, and you can see lots of lightning in thunderstorms offshore over the Gulf Stream. They're picking up moisture and producing thunderstorms. This is bringing snow into the northeast US and rain as well. Well, it looks like it's mostly rain actually, very heavy rain into New York, but there is snow on the northern flanks, and into Canada there'll be heavy snow in eastern interior Canada. Looking ahead for the US as a whole, there is another, after that low pressure system's moving off into Canada and off into wherever, and then there's another system that develops over here, beginning to develop, bringing snow into Colorado and that area. And that is on Monday and into Tuesday, and then it moves up and brings very heavy snow as the low pressure system develops into the Great Lakes and then into Canada. So that'll be an interesting one to watch, and there's more coming after that too. The heavy rains we were looking at in the previous video in Western Kenya have brought a lot of devastation at this point. One of the important factors bringing all this heavy rain is the sea surface temperatures that are warmer than normal. This shows you the difference from normal, and all this area in the Indian Ocean, in the western Indian Ocean, is warmer than normal, and then it's cooler than normal over here. And this is a sign of a positive phase of the so-called Indian Ocean dipole. It's a bit like the El Nino of the Indian Ocean. But anyway, these warmer than normal temperatures tend to bring more rain, and that's affecting eastern Africa. It has been exceptionally hot today in Sapporo with a temperature of 16.8 Celsius, and all of the snow has pretty much gone. We had a bunch of it earlier, but now it's gone. However, as we start the work week on Monday, we've got a cold front sweeping down across Hokkaido. Temperatures should rapidly drop and snow returns, and the orientation of the isobars is quite north to south, and that tends to pile in the snow into Sapporo. So we shall see. It's on the borderline between rain and snow, so we shall see. Tomorrow could be quite interesting here. And with that, I'll leave you with a view of Japan, and night has fallen and the cold front is here. So that is our change coming, but for the moment it's a pretty warm evening here. See you in the next one.